there's all these like OnlyFans Reddits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where they talk about doing OnlyFans. And we know, we talk about that with Trevor, where we're like, a few people that are fucking banking, where a girl's just making like 200-300K a year and she doesn't do that much or whatever, right? But the sad part of it is the ones that are making $10 a year. And they have a lot of people that post, so a lot of the thing is some girls posting like they're making like 50K a year. And it's a post like, how I grinded my way to the top. Like, it's a very, success story. They've got this Gary V energy of like,
well, you know what? You almost, I think when it started, especially pre-COVID, there was this kind of gold rush idea around where
you
I'm
could
sure
get rich.
Well, I'm sure some girls were like,
or die naked.
But I'm sure there were some girls who were like said to their friends, you go like, you will not believe how much money I'm making for doing nothing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I didn't do anything.
Well, it seems like after reading these posts, they're doing a lot.
Well, no. And then COVID hit. I had 5 girls I follow who are like, I do OnlyFans now.
Yeah.
Right. And then it just got it's standard supply and demand.
Dude, some of these girls,
the market got flooded.
And some of these girls in this thing are kind of saying stuff like, oh, and then I do phone call, I do, live like video calls with people for like $15 an hour or whatever, $15 a half hour. And you go, that's like legit. Like,
well, it went
the worst deal ever.
I mean, it's become a job. These girls did this to not have a job. And then you go, I have a fucking job.
The original Vine stars got in there, where these girls essentially became, receptionists at a dick pics fucking emporium.
Yeah, I mean, they're just, dude, it's like, Well, I'm sure it's like being an escort in Vegas where it's all legal. It's not that easy.
I guess if you're hot, but some of them,
obviously,
you're right. It's the same as anything. Some of them make tons of money.
Yeah, it's the Pareto distribution. You go, if you're in the top 20%, you're killing it,
or top 5%,
or whatever. But I'm saying even the 20% probably doing okay, and then the bottom 80% are like, I'm scraping by.
Yeah, and it's not good. So they post in these things, but basically, we'll go through a few of the posts that we have, and there's like, so first one is, I don't. Advice on dick rating, a micro penis. This is what they're. Yeah, it was great, right? And this is what we were talking about. They go, hey, there is a throwaway account, but for obvious reasons, I'm having difficult time trying to rate my first micro penis dick rating, and I'm hoping someone else has experience. I've been doing dick ratings. I usually do a very long rating every time, 3 to 4 paragraphs describing what I like and don't like. So apparently. Well, a big thing of what they do is they give you a long thing.
Every time I get my dick rated, it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And it's always a thumbs down.
Well, so apparently they're really pouring the sauce on.
I didn't know that's...
it's the perfect girth and I'm liking the length. And they do this whole thing, right?
I didn't know that. I always thought a dick rating was straight up. You get a number rating out of 10.
Said she likes the size and color. So they give all these people of why they like the color, which is like, I like the you're white, but the dick's black kind of thing. Today, I got my first dick for a micro penis. Not sure what to say. I don't want to offend him, but I want to give an honest rating. And this is basically the thing. And the one big thing that everyone in the comments says is they go, what you should ask is you go, do you want honest or SPH?
What's SPH?
Small penis humiliation.
Yeah. Remember I said that with Trevor. I go, I always thought the dick rating was for humiliation purposes.
Well, apparently that's
pathetic, and you go, thank you.
So we were having, layman conversations, and the reality is there is a genre that is SPH.
That's what I assumed it was the whole time. It was humiliation purposes.
So you basically, they have to say, they go honest, and then basically if they go honest, and then she goes back, she goes, not honest. She goes, honestly, it's smooth.
All I hope right now is that someone who's got a dick rating before is listening to this, and then they're now finding out about like that honest actually means a lie. SPH. No, but honest means a lie, and they go, but they thought honest meant honest, and then they're like,
so honest means you're getting a lie, and SPH, that's disgusting. It's not even a man's.
Both are lies.
Do you imagine reading that? No, not with the micropene. I guess it's not.
Well, I guess it's not with the.
Can you imagine though reading a review about your dick how it's bad, and then you're like, that's the humiliation. Such a funny kink. You go, yeah. I guess.
What do you think? What do you think the maximum? Like, who's the number one dick rater in the world? What do you think they charge?
It's gotta be. Well, it's not the number one dick rater. It's just the number one biggest person.
Whatever. But I'm saying not number one in the sense that the person who charges the most amount of money for a dick rating in the world. Like, what do you think she charges? 500?
No, body. You think you're gonna get a dick rating from Kim Kardashian for 500?
But I'm saying she doesn't do them. I'm talking about the person who actually is currently rating dicks in the world.
Riley Reid. How much do you think a dick rating? You think it's 500?
I don't know. Does she do them?
I'll tell you what. The one thing about when you get to that level, you get a Riley Reid dick rating. She didn't write it.
That's what I'm saying. But is it?
Well, that's almost the perfect scam. Because at that point, you legitimately
there's just like someone in the Philippines just rating dicks all day for fucking $4 an hour. Just all come over with a fucking dick rating. You got your hard hat on. You just fucking been rating dicks all day.
It's Indian men.
Go to sleep. You're just seeing dicks all in your sleep.
You basically have a farmed out to Indian men to rate dicks.
This is just one of those unintended consequences of technological advancement.
It really is.
Nobody ever thought when they started the internet, you go, from this thing, we're going to have Indian men rating dicks all day.
Well, it's always you see those photos where it'll be some lady and she works at like a dildo emporium. You know?
Yeah. You think there's like dick rating sweatshops where it's just like some dudes just gets dropped like a giant file folder of just printed out dicks, and you go, you better fucking get rid of this. Is your quota for the day. And you go, sir, I can't rate this many dicks in a day. And you go, you're gonna fucking better, or he's gonna take your job. Look how many dicks he's rating. And the guy's just like bang, 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 bang. Speed rating.
Yeah, and then they come and, hey, you've been saying the same sentences too often. You know what I mean?
Yeah, are you giving too high ratings? You go, not everybody's a fucking 9 out of 10, dude.
It is a bizarre, scenario they got going on over there. And then this other person venting. So this is some of the things that she's saying. She goes, you ever go on a page and start posting and get banned, or they say some rude crap? So there's a lot of these OnlyFans pages, right? And this girl says, I was banned from a booty page because it said no fat women. Well, excuse me for being a big girl. So this girl, this is sort of the life they're living, because
that's unfair.
She's a big OnlyFans girl, and she was on some hot girl page, and they said no fat chicks. So it's weird that in the porn world,
she thinks she has booty.
To say, because it's a constant in that sort of world. It's this constant clash between we're empowered and our job is to be like sluts for dudes, right?
Yeah.
So it's
on their terms, right?
Yeah, because
but then things have started getting not on their terms, and then they're like, oh.
Well, they're saying, fat women's amazing, and then this, person saying, hey, this page is for not fat people, and she's like, well, why? Because no one wants to look at you.
Yeah, you go, you're a niche in this world?
Yeah, and this ain't that niche. This is its own niche page, which is hot chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then...
I don't like hearing that.
The other one, they said, it's hard not to take it personally. I've been doing this for 4 months now, and I've just lost my best paying subscriber. He bought many dollars worth of custom content, and for some reason he dropped off my $8 subscription price. So she's sort of mourning the loss. We feel like that with Patreon.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, that's part of the game. You got the churn.
You see someone leave the
Although
Patreon.
It seems like from reading these, I didn't realize, but it makes sense, is that with the OnlyFans, people often sign up for a month, get what they need.
Why would you ever? Yeah, there's not really that big of a reason to go. Because if you go, hey, I sign up to a girl and I get 1,000 photos of her, and then you go, oh, but she posts one more a month. You go, well, why? But it's like, obviously with a podcast, it's like there's one a week.
Yeah, there's new unique content, and this is kind of really the same old shit.
Yeah,
it's just like the same old shit, and you go, okay, I guess.
It's almost a humiliation to pay for the content in the first place.
Well, that's part of it, I guess. But yeah, and I mean, I guess the super simps are like, I want to talk to her, but then again, you're talking to some Indian guy.
You're talking to an Indian guy.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of these girls are making no money, and then what I do when a Patreon leaves is I take my computer and I wait till it's raining, and then I put it at the other side of the glass and look at the Patreon that disappeared at the other side of the glass.
Everybody hurts.
Yeah. They said, it's hard not to take it personally, especially because I've started to put my personality in my posts, goofy and fun. So there's your problem.
Yeah, dudes love a nice goofy and fun pussy. That's what they want.
She started to make her pussy a little goofy. So she started to
it's just a bunch of marbles fall out of there?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Crazy, right?
She started to put her personality in her posts, and some of her best subscribers have started to dip out.
Turns out they weren't there for the personality.
So the personality wasn't the selling
These
point.
women are learning some really dark lessons.
And I'm self-conscious that I should go back to trying to be a sex bot now. So that is funny that she was just doing photos of like her fingering herself. Then she started being like, hey, y'all, do a bit of speaking first.
Pratfalls.
That's like sort of a prostitute being like, hey, I was getting all these clients and they started telling them about my day before we smashed.
That's what they want. Am I paying for this?
Struggling to convert leads. So this person needs advice. They said, I've had a lot of messages resulting from my post, but hardly any of them ever sub. So she gets a lot of dick pics. So she signed up and she has no subs, but people just go and look at her free stuff and then send her dick pics. So this is the life that they're living,
I mean, they're straight up like, this is just running a website kind of.
Yeah, and she goes, I also have Twitter and Insta, but I've had even less success there. The process of setting up a TikTok, but I'm optimistic. I'm not really sure what my niche is other than the fact that I want to provide people with authentic content. So her niche is authentic, you know what I mean? As opposed to some of those spammy titties.
Don't like those.
Yeah, but hers are very authentic. What do you do? Show my tits? But it's authentic titties. These are authentic.
They're not fake.
American-made Gazoombas.
These are the best Gazoombas.
These Gazoombas have been tried, tested. They are American Gazoombas. And she said she would appreciate any thoughts. And then a lot of people were posting. They're just like, hey, you need to post more or something like that. And she'd be like, oh, I can't because my family's sick and I have a job. And everyone's like, well, I don't know. Then don't.
That's the wrong business. I don't know. Yeah. She's learning that there's no sympathies in the fucking e-girl game.
No sympathy in the e-girl game. No. It really is. There is an insane amount of girls that just are hot Twitch girls. Like Twitch is really turning into a crazy component of the people that make a lot of money on Twitch are just these like hot chicks.
I know, and they do like all that like crazy like fucking.
They make weird
blow
faces.
A banana or something.
Yeah,
like the ASMR of. Like,
they do. Like Twitch used to be gamers and stuff like that, and there's those debate guys, but 90% of Twitch now. Or not 90%, but a crazy percentage of the big amounts of the people that make the big money is some girl that just makes like weird faces. Like,
yeah,
they make like weird fish face, like little kid faces. They kind of act like anime characters.
Yeah. For sure. The anime stuff. It's weird that they really do have different rules on Twitch versus YouTube too. Like, cause you're like, why can't you do that on YouTube? But like YouTube might give you a strike for that. But
for blowing a banana, you think?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I was saying. Like,
I don't think on Twitch. It's probably similar. Like, you can't get nude on Twitch.
Like Twitch, like you're probably not going to get like a medical misinformation strike like you will on YouTube. Like they won't care as much.
On Twitch?
Yeah. Well, like, dude, the episode I did with fucking Alex that got removed from YouTube, Twitch doesn't care.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that just might be a coincidence, or maybe you don't have enough people on Twitch that it was, maybe
but it's
your
just,
YouTube channel.
But I don't have that many people on my YouTube channel. It's just flagged. It's
well, a lot of people are always getting taken off Twitch too, though.
But they get taken off for different stuff. Like Destiny got taken off for like a trans thing.
Yeah,
and you're definitely like more sexually stuff. I'm sure is more you can't do. But then like I've seen stuff where on YouTube people do like naked yoga and they're just naked on YouTube, and that's not a violation.
Right. So there's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah, exactly. They each have decided these are how we want our platform to be, and it's not consistent.
Thank you for watching that clip, supporting the channel. If you like the Boyscast, there's a new episode every week at patreon.com/theboyscast.
That's patreon.com/theboyscast.